Welcome to this training on My Checklists. So we're at the main menu here, and My Checklists is the second option there. So we're just going to hit on here. We're in the test data system, and your checklists will be sorted in reverse date order. So the most recent checklists that you've done will be at the top. You can see by scrolling that they have the type of checklist in the description, normally a job reference, so the address or the type of work that's been done. There's then a status there, whether it's got issues, whether it's a warning, whether it's critical, or whether it's passed. And then there are other statuses for follow-up complete or follow-up started. And follow-ups are only required if there have been issues on the checklist. Now we have lots of different types of checklists that come with the system, and also we can set up for you. So if you want to see a bit more detail about the checklist, so we're just going to click on that first one there, and this is a pre-start check, and it's got the details there, when it was done, who did it, and then we see the report, the pre-start check report on the details, what checklist issues were discovered, what their initial risk was, and then at the bottom of the report all the checklist issues that were not present. And then this checklist has a staff skills matrix as well. And finally there's a area for follow-up actions and notes, and photos that you can also attach for different checklists. We suggest doing as many photos as you can when you're completing different types of checklists. So you can flip left to right, just like in the timesheets area, and see the different checklists. This one's got issues, whereas when we flip to that one was a past one, so there were no red issues to address. So to add a checklist, just a little plus sign up the top, and then you pick the type of checklist. So in here we've got examples of mobile scaffold inspections, nets inspections for in a house, a pre-start check or toolbox type meeting, a scaffolding inspection, a self-erector, and a daily tower crane. Now the inspection types are two types. There's a pass type inspection checklist, and also a fail type checklist. Now failed checklists are where you tick items that are simply for failing. So let's scroll down to the checklist points, and so when you're doing this checklist you would indicate by just ticking which ones are failing. So the ground does not look stable, there are gaps present. Now when we go back by clicking the arrow at the top, it's recorded those points and then also started to produce the report. Now you can see that we jumped to the checklist points, but for this type of checklist we're required to put in a job. So we can select on the job, we can scroll through the jobs, or we can search. So if I put in the demo again and pick the brick house, that's attached the job, it's got the client there. You can also specify the site contacts, so if you know the site manager you can search for his name in here, and also add the site manager if he doesn't exist. Now the report has been updated again with more details about the job, and so there's a staff skills matrix that's attached to this checklist. You can then do your tap your photo. So let's take a photo. We just take that photo there and use it. It adds it straight in, and then we can submit it, and that's as easy as it is to add a checklist. So that was a checklist for a fail type checklist. If we add a pass type checklist. So let's pick one that's a task. So the daily crane. We forgot to talk about checklist comments. So Fred is up the mast. We'll pick the job, belly roan tower. Also, we can pick the assets. So in this case, we've picked the Favco luffing crane. And now, when you're doing a pass type checklist, everything that is passed you tick. So the manuals are on site, the base bolts are done, the ladders and platforms are done, the main switch, the tower connections are not done, so we're not going to tick that one, and there are some oil leaks. So in this case, we're ticking the items that are passing. So if we go back, it's got the 4 down there that we ticked as passed, but then also it's created the checklist issues that we've discovered with the initial risk, the training or controls and remedies that should be put in place, and then the residual risk that should be resolved after. So I'm going to take another photo, choose a photo, and I'll pick that one there and submit that. So like I've done checklists in 30 seconds. They're very quick and easy to do, and it's put them in on Monday. And that's pretty much it for